Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. So we are continuing this series, last lap to NMAT, Quantitative Reasoning Number System. So today we are going to look into the number system and what is its weightage, what types of questions are asked, and we will do a quick revision of the concepts. So the area in which, the section in which number system comes is quantitative aptitude. The subtopic is known as numbers. The weightage is that this is one of the important topics of CAT. The thing is, you do not get much questions from number system. Sorry, not CAT, NMAT. The thing is, you don't get much questions from number system, but you do get, around 1 to 3 questions from number system in NMAT, excuse me. But the concept used in NMAT is very helpful to figure out, the answers or the options to other questions. Okay, so suppose you have a question from algebra, we have to find the product of two numbers. Just by calculating the last digit or last two digits, you know what will be the answer rather than actually multiplying the two values, right? So it's very helpful, it's beneficial. So what are the different topics under numbers? The first thing that comes is classification of numbers. Then you have got divisibility rules. Okay, then you have, excuse me, then you have got factors. You have HCF and LCM. You have got factorials, number of trailing zeros. You have got cyclicity, digits at units places, digit at last two places, and then you have got remainders. So these all come under the topic numbers. Yeah, good afternoon. No, Euler's quotient is not asked. Varun. So just a reminder. So the Open Mock CAT 2022, the third one is live right now. If you guys haven't registered yet, please do register and attempt the mock as soon as possible. Make sure that you do it by tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so you will have enough time on your hands, right? So this is going to help you with your CAT strategy, identifying it. What should be your strategy? It will also help you understand how to attempt a mock. If you look at the live attempt by the experts, you will also know your strengths and weaknesses, and you will have video solutions to the questions so that it's easier for you to understand how to attempt a particular question and how to solve it. Okay. Also, there is a poll in the chat. Please do attempt that poll. It's about which newspaper do you read, whether it's the Hindu, the Times of India, or is it Indian Express. So let's go through the important formula, quick revision. So the first one is classification of numbers. Okay, apart from natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, you have got prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the natural numbers that have got exactly two factors, right? That have two factors. So those are called prime numbers, and then there are 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100. You should remember these prime numbers. As in, if somebody asks you which are the prime numbers from 1 to 100, you should be able to list it. Vice versa, if randomly somebody asks, is 91 a prime number? You should be quickly able to answer that no, it's not. In 90s, there is only one prime number, 97. 2 and 3, these are the only two numbers that are consecutive prime numbers. And every prime number greater than 3, as in 5 onwards, you can see that each of these numbers are of the form 6x minus 1 or 6x plus 1. It means it's in the table of 6, one more than that or one less than that. What are composite numbers? Composite numbers are those natural numbers which have more than two factors, right? 4 is the smallest composite number. 1 is neither prime nor composite because it has got only one factor, which is 1 itself. So 1 is neither prime nor composite, 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 4 is composite. Hence 4 is the smallest composite number. Next, divisibility rules. What is the rule for checking if a number is divisible by 2 to the power n? You will check the last n digits of that number and divide it by 2 to the power n. What about numbers? If we want to check if a number is divisible by some number of the form 5 to the power n. So you are going to use the same rule as that of 2 to the power n, as in you are going to check the last n digits of the number and divide it by 5 to the power n to see what the remainder you are going to get. If the remainder is 0, it's a factor, as in it's divisible. If not, then that's the remainder. Rule for 3 and 9, what you will be doing is digital sum. by 3 or digital sum by 9. Whatever is left is your remainder. If it's divisible, as in if the remainder is 0, so we say that it's 3 or 9, whichever we are checking is a factor. Rule for 11, you take the difference of sum of alternate digits. If you want to check the remainder, you have to start from the right hand side. And if you don't have to check the remainder, if you only have to check if it's divisible by 11 or not, it doesn't matter whether you take left, you start from left, or whether you start from right side of the given number, right? Next, factors. If a number is written in the form of P1 to the power A into P2 to the power B into P3 to the power C, where P1, P2, P3, these are prime numbers, the number of factors is given as power of P1, which is A, plus 1, power of P2, which is B, plus 1 of that, power of P3, which is C, so C plus 1, and you will multiply all of those. Sum of factors of the same number is given as P1 to the power 0 plus P2 to the P1 to the power 1 and so on up to P1 to the power A. That's in one bracket into P2 to the power 0 plus P2 to the power 1 and so on up to P2 to the power B into P3 to the power 0 से लेके P3 to the power C तक का product, as in sum का overall product. The number of ways in which a number can be written as a product of two co-prime factors is given by 2 to the power n minus 1 ways. Okay, so these are more like the standard formulas that you should know, you should remember them. Next one is HCF and LCM. So how do you find out the HCF or LCM of two numbers? The fastest way is prime factorization. So in order to calculate the HCF, you will prime factorize the numbers, find out the common prime numbers, write them as their product and the smaller powers of those prime numbers that exist in the two prime numbers, that exist in the two prime factorization. How do you calculate the LCM? You will multiply all the prime numbers that you see in the prime factorization and give the highest powers of that prime numbers that are available. For any two numbers, product of their HCF and LCM is equal to product of the two numbers. Yes, Varun, it should be multiple of 11. Remember that HCF of two co-prime numbers is always 1. That's actually the definition of co-prime numbers, right? And in that case, the product of the two numbers will be equal to their LCM, right? And HCF is always a factor of the LCM. It's necessary, it's compulsory. The LCM of a set of natural numbers is always going to be a multiple of HCF. So this is always true, whether they are two numbers or whether they are more than two numbers. How do you calculate digit at units place? If the last digit of the base is 2, 3, 7 or 8, if the remainder of the powers is 1, 2, 3 or 0, these are the units places you are going to have: 2, 4, 8, 6, 3, 9, 7, 1, 7, 9, 3, 1, 8, 4, 2, 6. And for all the remaining ones, for 4 and 9, it's going to be either 4 or 9 or it's going to be 1. So 4 or 9 will happen when you have odd powers and 1 will happen when you have even powers. And the other digits 1, 5, 6 and 0, it will always end in the same digit, as in 0, 1, 5 or 6, irrespective of whatever the power is going to be. Okay. So this is a quick revision. I believe you guys must be already aware of all of these rules, right? What is the remainder over here? Remainder is when you divide the power by 4, specifically 4. Let's do some practice questions. First question, if the number 7582A5 is divisible by 72, find the number of values that A can assume. So, if a number is divisible by 72, it has to be necessarily divisible by 72 prime factorization is this, which can be written as 8 into 9. So a number is divisible by 72 if it is divisible by 8 and 9. Not 12 and 6, not 4 and 16, yes or no, not 16, not 4 and 18, but it should be 8 and 9. So 8 का क्या होता है divisibility rule? Last 3 digits. So 2A5 is divisible by 8 when? Well, can we, in the table of 8 in 200s, the first number that's going to be divisible by 8, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be 205, 215, 225, 235, 245, 255, 265, 275? See, if it is going to be divisible by 72, as in divisible by 8, this should be an even number, नहीं? एक even number से कोई number तभी divide होगा जब given number even होगा. This is not even, right? It ends in 5. If it ends in 5, that means there is no value of a that is going to make it divisible by 8. 8 से you get no value. 9 से निकल के भी क्या कर लेंगे? It won't be divisible by 8, right? Next, if a least number n is divided by 7, we get q as quotient and remainder as 2. If q is divided by 5, we get the remainder as 3. Now we have to find the remainder if n is divided by 17. So how do we solve questions like these? It is given that when n is divided by 7, we get q as the remainder. So I'm going to erase this q and write this, use some other variable. Let's say the variable is x. अच्छा, q as quotient बोला हुआ है ना? q as quotient and remainder is 2. Next, if q is divided by 5, let's say this is q2, we get the remainder as 3. Now we have to find if n is divided by 17, then what do we get? So क्या करोगे आप? q2 को 0 put करोगे. If you put q2 as 0, you will get q is equal to 3. Now put q is equal to 3 in the above now. So put q is equal to 3. You will get number as 7 into 3, 21. 21 plus 2, 23. You will get number as 23. Now the question is, if 23 is divided by 17, what is the remainder you are going to get? 6. है ना? ठीक है. Next, what will be the unit digit of 43 to the power 524 into 67 to the power 228? So what do you do with such questions? Whenever you are asked to find the last digit or the unit digit, you simplify the terms first of all. Ignore this 4, ignore this 3. You only have 3 to the power 24 into. Ignore this 6, ignore the 2 from 228 ka hundreds place. You're left with 7 and 28. Now, if you divide the power with 4, it can be written in the form of 4k plus 4. And if you divide the power of 7, jo power hai, 28, by 4, you will also get this in the table of 4. So you will have 3 to the power 4 into 7 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4 ends in 1. 7 to the power 4 ends in 1. So your answer is going to be 1. Right? Next, with what list number should 18,000 be divided so that the quotient is even and is a perfect cube? So what you have to do is take 18,000 divided by some number so that this quotient you are going to get, this should be even and perfect cube. Since we already have the option, so it's going to be very easy, right? So 18,000 को option से चलते हैं, किससे divide करें? 15 से divide करना will be a difficult task. It's divisible, but it will be time consuming. So let's not check 15 first. Let's go to the next option, 18. If you divide this by 18, you will go 1,000 times, you will have 18,000 and it's divisible, right? Is this quotient even, is it an even number? Yes. And is it a perfect cube? बिल्कुल, ये 10 का cube होता है. So B is our answer. Right? Pretty quick, easy. Next is find the number of zeros at the end of the product of the first 30 multiples of 20. So, this is not a factorial question directly. I mean, factorial may come later on, but initially करना है. So, when you have to find the product of first 30 multiples of 20, the first multiple of 20 is 20, the next multiple of 20 is 40, the next multiple of 20 is 60, and the 30th multiple of 20 is going to be 600, right? So you have to multiply all of these numbers and find out how many zeros you are going to have at the end, right? Product of first 30 multiples of 20, 30 multiples of 20 लिख दिया और फिर उसको product ले लिया, multiply कर दिया. Now the problem is, normally students, you guys write it like this. This is the wrong way. The first multiple of 20, you should be writing it like this. Second multiple of 20, you should be writing it like this. Third multiple of 20, ऐसे लिखोगे. And similarly, 30th multiple of 20, ऐसे लिखोगे. Now you are asked to multiply, so you are going to multiply all of them. Now you will find that there are 20s in every bracket and there are a total of 30 brackets, right? So when you have 20 getting multiplied 30 times, so you will have 20 to the power 30 here. And then you will be left with only 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 30. So this will change to 20 to the power 30. Now this second bracket changes to 30 factorial. Now in order to find the number of trailing zeros in such a scenario, we can very much see that the number of trailing zeros from the first is going to be 30. Plus we are going to have some more zeros from here. How do you calculate number of trailing zeros in a given number's factorial? You divide the given number by 5 and then you get the new number. You divide that number by 5 again. Ignore anything after decimal point. Don't round it off. When next time when I divide 1 by 5, I will get 0. So you add these two and you will get 7. So we have 7 more zeros that we are going to get from 30 factorial. So we will have a total of 37 trailing zeros. So ऐसे मत लिखना, time waste होगा. You will have to write it like this. First multiple of 20, second multiple of 20 and so on. Next question. Find the number of factors of these that are multiples of 45. How do you find a number is given and you have to find how many of the factors of the given number is a multiple of something. Given number by जिसका multiple ढूंढना है. 45 is what? 9 into 5. You divide it. Once you divide it, you will get a new number. Now you find the number of factors of this number. बस इतना ही करना है. So number of factors of this is going to be 4 plus 1, 7 plus 1, 3 plus 1. So this is going to be 5 into 8 into 4. 5 into 4 will end in... Hold on. Do we have to further simplify anything? No. Okay. So this is going to be 160. 45 is 9 into 5, right? 9 में 3 to the power 4 हो गया and 1 5 will go away, so we'll have 5 to the power 7. Are the powers same? Yes, 6, 8 and 3. So we'll have 4 power, 7 power and 3 power. So we will have 5 into 8 into 4. The answer should be 160. So there is a typo someplace. So which option they have given? So let's change this to 160. 160 ले लेते हैं इसको. ठीक है. You divide the given number by जिसका multiple ढूंढ रहे हो. You will get a number, smaller number. You find the number of factors of that. This is the way. Next, if you have a number of a particular format, you have to find out how many perfect cubes does it have. Forget about this. Simple question is, then n has how many perfect cubes as factors. Find the number of factors of n which are perfect cubes. Because whichever are going to be the factors, those numbers are going to divide n also. है ना? Same thing. So for perfect cubes, what we do? We write this as 3 cube whole to the power 27, right? You already perfect cube here. So all you need to do is find the number of factors now. Power देखो बस. Forget about this 3 cube. So number of factors is going to be power plus 1. So you will have 28. So you don't have to rearrange anything. Thankfully, 27, the base, it's already a perfect cube. So 28 will become our answer. Next, John, being good at numbers, multiplied a certain two-digit number by the sum of its digits. He got 324 as the result. When he multiplied the same number written in reverse order of the same digits by the sum of the digits, he got 567 as the result. Find the number. See, the good part about NMAT exam is you don't have questions where you have to type in the answers. You know? So that is beneficial, and that's how it's different from CAT. CAT method, you will have to solve these. Such questions may be a theta question, but here you have the options. So use the options. So let's start with the first option, 24. It says when he takes a two-digit number and multiply it with sum of its digits, he gets 324. 24 into 6 is not 324. Next one, 33 into 6 is not 324. 57 into 12, this is more than 500 by, this is not 324. 36 into 9 is 324. Let's try the next one. 48 into 12, this is more than 500 again, this is not 324. So पहला ही check करने पे we get our answer. बस. Don't have to write any equation, any variable. Which question, Janvi? Question number. The product of two numbers is 9072 and their HCF is 12. How many pairs of such numbers are possible such that the above conditions are satisfied? So, we have one number, we have another number, their HCF is 12. If their HCF is 12, that means the number is of the form 12x and 12y. And their product is given to us as 9072. Janvi, previous as in this one, question on John or the question on perfect cubes? 27 raised to 27. Okay, so what you do, Janvi, in such questions is, if you are given 2 cube into 3 cube, 2 cube ka power 4, 3 cube ka power 3, something like this you have to convert it into. Suppose you are given 2 to the power 12 into 3 to the power 9. तो इसको ऐसे लिखना है. Within the bracket, you have to give power 3. Whatever you are left with as the final overall power, you will use them to find the number of factors. So power plus 1 into power plus 1. So this will become 5 into 4, 20. So ये जो number होगा, this number will have 20 factors where those 20 factors are going to be perfect cubes. I mean, this number is going to have a lot of factors. 130 factors होंगे इसके. Out of those 130 factors, only 20 of them are going to be perfect cubes. ऐसे solve करते हैं. So in short, you can remember this as if you have P1 cube ka power A into P2 cube ka power B and so on, then number of factors which are perfect cubes is given as power plus 1 into power plus 1 and so on. Got it? ठीक है. और perfect square होगा तो instead of 3 you will bring in 2. Power है ना P1 cube, P1, P2 cube, 3 की जगह put 2 there. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so we were doing this. Here, x and y, they should be co-prime, right? नहीं तो फिर HCF 12 तो होगा नहीं. Now, question is how many such numbers we can have where this is going to happen. So, we can write x into y as 12 into 12 is going to be 144, right? So, we have 9072 divided by 144. This should give us 144, 5, 6 and then 2 है last में 68 नहीं 63. So x and y, they are co-prime and their product is 63. That tells us that we can have 1 into 63 एक, दूसरा 7 into 9. Any more way of writing 63 as product? So there are two ways. ठीक है? Two. So there are two pairs of numbers whose HCF is 12 and their product is 9072. 10th, find the largest 5-digit number that is exactly divisible by 83. अब ये तो भाई simple है. Simple है as in you have the options, check which out of these is divisible by 83, right? Of course, you will not have the calculator, so you have to very patiently and very accurately, without making any mistake, you have to find out which one of these will work. 21 और 3 co-prime नहीं है ना guys? 21 into 3 में 3 is common, no? They're not co-prime. नहीं? Co-prime चाहिए ना? X and Y co-prime. 1 and 63 are co-prime. 7 and 9 are co-prime. Co-prime means their HCF is 1. Right? So we were doing this. Which is the largest number right now? Which we have to check. इसको check करो. Is this number divisible by 83? 99942. If it is divisible, great. If it is not divisible, then check the next higher number, 99932. If it is divisible, great. If it's not divisible, go after the next number. हो गया next वाला तो ठीक है, नहीं तो इस पे जाओ. ये नहीं हुआ तो फिर none of the above. So which out of these four, starting from first, इसको check, second इसको, फिर third, फिर fourth. Which one is going to give you the answer? Triple 922, 9, 99932. 99932 is divisible by 83. Since 83 is a prime number, you can't break it down, right? Nikita asks, doesn't x take both values? X can be 7 or 9. Okay, I'll come to that question. So it's B right now, right? Let's go back to that question. So in this question, Nikita, I have chosen x and y. In the question, there is no mention of x and y. So if I take x as 1, so one number is 12. If I take y as 63, so I will have 12 into 63. 12 into 63 is going to be 630 plus 126. So this is going to be 756. So can I say 12 and 756, this is one pair of numbers whose product is 9072 and their HCF is 12? Okay. Next, if I put 7, so I will get 12 into 7, 84, and I'll get 12 into 9, 108. So 84 into 108 is 9072, first thing. Second, their HCF is 12. Just because if I interchange, will I get a new pair? No. So interchanging it, if what you are thinking, is not going to help us, as in it's not going to give us a new answer. We are going to get the same set of two values. Agreed? Because in the question, there was no variable. We put in the variable. Had the question been product of two numbers x and y is 9072, then in that case, if x is 84 and y is 108, and if x is 108 and y is 84, there will be two different answers. But question mein naam to nahi hai. So whenever the variables are not there in the question, in other words, whenever the values are not named, right, the order does not matter. So you will not flip the answers. Got it, Nikita? So the answer is B. Next question. Three numbers are such that the second number is much lesser than the third number, as the first number is lesser than the second number. If the product of the two smaller numbers is 57 and the product of the two larger number is 143, find the second number. No, Varun, they will not complicate the values. ये सारे के सारे snap questions हैं. जैसा snap बोलो, NMAT questions हैं. Okay. So again, we have the options. So it's given that there are three numbers. First number, second number, third number. Product of the two smaller numbers is 57. Multiply करोगे तो. And product of the two larger numbers is 143. You have to find the second number. If you have to find the second number, option se put kar lo na. Can 10 be this number? No. 10 into anything is never 57 and it's not 143 also. Can it be 12? No. Can it be 11? Nope. Can it be 8? Bilkul nahi. Can it be 9? It could be, right? Acha. So the thing is, second number is much lesser than the third number as the first number is lesser than the second. हाँ ये तो ठीक है. इसमें दिक्कत क्या है? 57 is not in the table of 9, no? 57 is in the table of 19. Are we dealing with fractions here? Looks like we are dealing with fractions here because integral values will never solve this, है ना? 57 is actually 19 into 3 and 143 is 11 into 13. There is nothing common between these. Okay. Second number is as much less than the third number. So second number is smaller than third number. As the first number is smaller than the second. तो वो उससे छोटा है. If the product of the two smaller numbers is 57, product of two larger is 143. So there has to be something common, no? Because second should be in the table of both of these. Okay, so either there is some problem with the values. Second number. Let me just think about for a minute. Let me think. One of the values, it should be different, as in it should be either 57 में problem है या 143 में problem है. 3 and 19, 16 away, 8 तो 11 हो जाएगा. So if I have 11, then see, this has to be 57, right? I mean, this 57 has to be 99. Then only it will make sense. That 9 into 11 is 99, and then 11 into 13 is 143. And if I write down the numbers as 9, 11 and 13, so we can say that the second number is 2 less than the third number and the first number is 2 less than the second number. Then only it will make sense. Right? Second number is as much less than the third as the first number is less than the second. So they are in AP, right? So we'll have to change 57 to 99 so that it will make sense. So the product of the two larger numbers is 143. This is perfectly fine. Find the second number. The second number will turn out to be 11. Okay, if there is no problem in that, because if we take fractions, then middle value, no, it's not possible. Still, it won't be possible because we'll have different denominators. Okay, एक काम करते हैं, last attempt देते हैं. Let's assume they are fractions. So we can say that first number plus something is equal to second number and second number plus something is equal to third number. Then product of first and second. So instead of first, I can write s minus k into s. And this is equal to 57. And from the next one, I can write second into third. And instead of third, I am going to write s plus k. This is equal to 143. So we have two quadratic. One is s square minus ks is 57. And the other is s square plus ks is 143. So let's add them. If we add ks, cancels out, right? So we will have 2s square is equal to 190, 200. So s square is going to be 100 or s is going to be 10. If s is going to be 10, f and t, as in first number and the third number, they will turn out to be fractions. Right? So the question has no problem. The problem was that these are not numbers. These are, I mean, of course, these are numbers, but these are not integral numbers. Okay? So 10 is the answer. Okay, next question. 777 to the power 999 plus 999 to the power 777 is divisible by. It's a very straightforward question. If you go through the options, it's going to be very quick, right? If you have any number of the form DDD, this is actually D into 111, right? जैसे DD लिखा हुआ है, तो this is D into 11, 55 is 5 into 11, 99 is 9 into 11, 33 is 3 into 11. Similarly, if you have a digit written 3 times, it has to be that digit into 111. And what is 111? It is 3 into 37. So can I say this number is divisible by 3, this number is divisible by 3, so the sum will be divisible by 3. 777 is divisible by 37, 999 is divisible by 37, so the sum will be divisible by 37. दो ऑप्शन आ गया, तीसरा भी आ गया, तो 2 भी आएगा ही आएगा. So all of the above will make sense. Because this is going to be odd and this is also going to be odd. Odd plus odd will result in even. That means the overall sum is going to be divisible by 2 also. Right? All of them. So just a quick reminder about two things. The first thing is there is a poll in the chat. Please use that poll. Let us know which newspaper do you read. All you have to do is click one of the options. The next thing is don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, please do like the video, and if you have any queries, write it in the chat or in the comment section. And the next is the third open mock CAT 2022 by BYJU'S Exam Prep has started. It started yesterday. It will continue until 9th. Tomorrow is Sunday, so please make sure that you write your mock there. Register and attempt it. The link is given in the description below. And also it will help you figure out the CAT day strategy, the mock attempts by experts you will be able to see. You will be able to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you will get question wise video solution. So you get to experience CAT before D-Day. Next, we have, from today onwards, we are going to start with IIM Bangalore previous year question paper series. Bangalore is going to conduct this year's CAT. It also conducted the CAT in the year 2007 and 2016. So in this series, we will be solving questions of previous year. We will be doing the analysis, looking at the trends. You know, which section is difficult, which section was easier, how IIM Bangalore sets a paper, so that we will have a bit of a clue before we enter the exam hall, right? And this will be done by a 99 career percentile, so that you get the best faculty to take care of it. It's going to be exclusive only on YouTube. So people who are watching this on an app, please make sure that you join our YouTube channel, subscribe, so that you will get the notification. Make sure that the bell notification is switched on. The timing will be there once you subscribe and switch on the bell notification. Also, we have started with our product of mocks. So you will get more than 70 mocks covering all MBA entrance exams, out of which you will have 20 CAT and 50 non-CAT mock tests, which is a lot. You will get 9,500 plus practice questions from there, more than 1,000 topic tests, 4 all India open mocks, video solutions by experts, detailed mock analysis, and all of that. So you can buy it. People who are on the app, people who are right now watching on YouTube can download our app, and it's priced as the cheapest in the industry right now. Nobody is going to give you these many mocks at the price. Also, the NMAT first impression and the analysis will be on 12th of October, right after the first session is done. First exam happens. So everybody, please do join us live on this NMAT 2022 first impression written analysis. Okay, so for that, again, you will have to subscribe to our channel so that you get the notification for it. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And if you have got any doubts, please do follow us on Telegram. The Telegram channel name is BYJU'S MBA Doubts. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. See you guys in the next class. Take care. Bye-bye.